Hey everyone, Ryan here, we're MandRproductions, and welcome to my summer 2020 channel update. Yesterday was the first day of summer, and if you're new here, just don't know, I do these videos quarterly, and so this is going to be the summer update. So going into summer, the official summer of 2020, although to me summer starts like June 1st. So the last time I did a channel update, the whole thing was just starting with quarantine and whatnot, and now we're solid, 3 months into all that jazz, and I've been working my behind off, right? I have been on a video making grind. I don't know what you want to call it. Not even a grind, like just a rampage out of my mind. Every week I've been creating these schedules for myself, and sometimes I don't stick to it perfectly. Like I didn't get the Worst of First Monkey Kid video done. I did something else instead because it just happened that I was able to do that. And the upload schedule probably isn't perfect either. Like you haven't seen that video yet, even though it's been done. So there's stuff like that. And I've been working my butt off with stuff like this. So it has been insane how crazy my scheduling has been. But I basically been doing 2 videos a day on the weekdays at least, and then I'm supposed to take the weekends off, like Saturday and Sunday. I'm not supposed to make videos, but then I usually just make videos anyway because I'm, like I said, out of my mind with it right now. So that's what's happening with my video schedule, and that's why I've been uploading daily. The vlogs have been weekly, like not missing a beat, and I've been also saving videos, right? Like I have 12 videos in a backlog, just completely 100% done, edited, uploaded, ready to go whenever I want, which is a wonderful position to be in for me. I am currently in the process of filming my Harry Potter Summer 2020 set reviews that LEGO finally was able to get to me. I also have to start prepping for the Star Wars Summer 2020 sets. Obviously, the release date of that in America, which is where I live, got moved from August 1st to September 1st. However, I will not be waiting until September 1st to get the sets. I assume the LEGO Ambassador Network is going to send them to me, but as we've seen with the Harry Potter sets, that can be really flaky, and I don't trust it. So basically, wherever I can get them first, whether it be eBay, some sketchy website that probably isn't legit but ends up working out type thing, wherever I can get them first, I will get them from. And I've gotten offers from plenty of people to send them to me, so thank you guys very much for those offers. I appreciate it, but I got that covered, so thank you. But yeah, I got to get all these sets prepped. I have prepped some of them. I should actually probably go back through this list and see where I'm at. But yeah, and by prep, I mean dust and make sure everything's like 100% there. So for like this General Grievous Starfighter, I think everything's here. It just needs to be dusted and cleaned up for the comparison, and then obviously put into a storage bin, which I've been buying more of because I have been slowly, kind of, 1 or 2 a day, or, 1 every other day, picking a set off, completely cleaning it, spot free, and when we go out in the garage you'll see more bins that I'm talking about, and then putting it in the safety of one of these dust-free bins here. And basically the rationale behind that is, and as I've said in some recent Ask MandRs, that at some point here in the next year or so I want to move out and get a house. So if that happens, or when that happens, I basically want to prepare myself so that it's not as big of a hassle to move everything. Basically, I already have most of my collection in boxes or bins like that. It'll be 100% dust-free when it gets there, and then by the time it's all set up, it'll be, when I move, I'll get glass casing and everything so that I don't have to worry about dust ever again. Never want to dust another LEGO set in my life. It's one of my goals there. So, yeah, basically slowly working towards that goal, and I think doing it slowly as opposed to all at once, trying to cram it in before I move or whatever the case may be, is the smart move. Now, a lot of you guys are probably wondering how my challenge with not buying LEGO is going. I have chosen to withhold information on that because I've decided I think that it would be more interesting if we wait until August 1st for me to just reveal what has happened, if anything has happened, and all that jazz. So basically it'll be the 2-month period, and then I'll do a video at the end of it explaining either how my Mercari link has helped me kind of skirt around it, or maybe something else will have happened by then, who knows. But yeah, I think waiting until August 1st is the way to go there for like some sort of announcement on that. And then if a punishment type video has to happen, it'll have to wait until I have certain things in hand, but that would happen by the end of September at the very latest. Also, a lot of people keep asking me when I'm gonna do the giveaway thing or contest. I don't know. Just like I said, I've been working my butt off with videos, and I just have been letting that one slip by. So I should probably go get all that stuff out and film some sort of thing for that. Maybe I'll do that next week. I'll put it on the list. I have also updated or upgraded my live stream setup. Over here we have my camera, and I've been using this camera for my live streams, and it has worked so wonderfully now that I've got it actually figured out. Basically, I got a dummy battery, which is in there right now, and you plug it in via the USB in the computer, and it looks so much better for the live streams than usually I would use this webcam. And that webcam, it works good for like a secondary small part of the picture camera, but the main camera being that is so much better. So very, very pleased with how that has been working out for me, because in my live streams, I was getting real pissed with. Like, I'm just gonna be honest, like, I could not take how bad the quality was looking anymore, so I needed to change something, and I'm glad I was finally able to do that with that camera. Finally, like, Canon released some software, like EOS webcam software utility, and that's basically how I was able to get that done, which is great and wonderful and all that jazz. Oh, and while we're on the topic of live streams and such, you guys have been killing, like, oh my god, the amount of people that have showed up to my live streams has been insane. Like, we're getting like 1,400 viewers at the start, averaging 1,000. Like, it is bonkers how crazy the live streams have been. So I really appreciate the support on those. It has been nuts. And speaking of that, I am potentially, hopefully soon, doing a designer live stream with one of the Lego Star Wars designers. I think it's Hans or Jens. I can't remember how to pronounce his name. But basically, my idea for the live stream is that it would be the state of Lego Star Wars in 2020 live stream, and we would basically talk about the state of Lego Star Wars for, I don't know, 30 minutes, 60 minutes. I don't know how. Basically, I got to sit down and think of what I would find interesting to talk about. Obviously, not talking about future products, because that is very cringe when people ask designers about that, because they're not going to talk about it. Like, why are you asking? That type of thing. So yeah, I thought just talking about the current state of Lego Star Wars, things like reusing figures like the Anakin and Obi-Wan, like that is a question that I think the community needs an answer to, and I would like to get you and myself, honestly, that answer. That's definitely something that I would be asking on something like that. The shift towards adult things with the helmet sets, which are out in the garage, notably. And speaking of the garage, let's go out there and take a look at the state of the garage. The garage is, for lack of a better term, in disrepair. It has happened rather quickly, and I'm not pleased with it, but, you know, basically at this point, it's at some point I'm moving out in like a year or less, hopefully, and this will all be a forgotten problem to me. But like I was saying, I had recently bought more bins, so we have some Harry Potter set, the Avengers stuff, and then even some Star Wars stuff in a bin below that I have dusted kind of over the last week or so. Actually, that Millennium Falcon never got dusty. I kept that one safe. But yeah, stuff like that needed to be done. What happened to Hedwig's? Oh, did I take that apart? I think I did. Said he would fit. But yeah, basically, stuff like this has been kind of piling up in here and staying dust free. And you may be worried about the stuff on this shelf, but no, I mean, this thing has been out here for what, almost a month? I mean, not even a sign of dust in my opinion. So I think that stuff like this is fine out here. Even the Boba Fett there, no dust at all, right? So for whatever reason out here in the garage, and probably because I'm not out here a lot, is the real reason, is that stuff out here is not getting dusty, which is ideal because I want to keep it in as good a condition. Like this I dusted a month ago, right? Like it looks fine. So that is wonderful, fine, and dandy. And, you know, stuff like that will be built at some point in the somewhat distant future, year, 2 years out type of thing. This, however, going to be getting built soon. That AT-AT is magnificent. Cannot wait to pop this puppy up. But I've had this for almost 2 years, I think, in this box, and just waiting for the time. And, you know, the time is right here with the summer AT-AT coming out. You guys obviously are going to want a comparison video of the AT-ATs. So, yeah, I got them all out over here, and or at least the other two of them. Motorized ones over there behind me, like I showed you on the shelf. And the motorized one thing with that is that I actually got another brand new in the box one. So you'll see more on that somewhat soon. I don't want to talk too much about exactly how I got it, because it doesn't count against my buying thing. I'll just say that, so don't worry about that one. But yeah, that's the AT-ATs. They're ready to roll for the comparison video later this year. And I guess the only other kind of important stuff to talk about here is the movies I've watched recently. Harry Potter, Pirates of the Caribbean, I watched all of those. And then I also watched all of Star Wars Rebels Rebels, and I've watched most of the Clone Wars again at this point. So like stuff like that I'm kind of going back through and rewatching has been incredible. So I have really enjoyed stuff like that as far as like movie watching and such, and it has gotten me really into things like Harry Potter. Like I'm really back into Harry Potter, even though I've been buying all the new sets. Like I have all the new sets except the full Hogwarts like mini scale one that I still don't have, but you know, other than that, I've been buying all the Harry Potter sets since they came back in 2018. So I finally have rewatched all the movies and I really enjoyed them. Same with Pirates of the Caribbean. Like I rewatched Pirates of the Caribbean and it was a wonderful experience, and I cannot wait to get some Pirates of the Caribbean sets. I think the Star Destroyer may need a blanket. I don't want to let it get too dusty here because it's mostly been clean, right? That looks pretty clean for something that's sitting in the garage for almost a year at this point, but yeah, I should probably get it the blanket treatment like 10030 over there. Obviously, I guess if you don't watch the vlog channel, this is new to you, but it's not new to me. That's why I didn't even mention it, is all these shelving things here that I brought in to store stuff. And I thought, you know, I'll have so much extra space. Turns out the space just fills up again. I can't even explain it. Like this thing was spotless a month and a half ago when I brought all this stuff in and did all this, and now it is just destroyed again. So that is going to be my Lego Star Wars update for summer 2020, or my channel update, a classic type of video. I love doing these update videos. It used to be like the main like Lego Star Wars content I would consume. It's kind of weird how far content on YouTube has come as far as like the Lego Star Wars space and stuff like that. And even those sets from Mike I still got to build, and I think there's one up there from Ed. Which one's from Ed? Yeah, the Pirates of the Caribbean set. Yeah, like there is just such a backlog to get to at some point in the future. So many sets, so little time, and so little space, more importantly. There's just nowhere for any of this stuff to go if built. So that's where I'm at right now. Thank you all for watching the update video, and I hope to see you guys in the future for the fall 2020 update video. And even more, hopefully, there will be another new UCS set by then. Hopefully the UCS Imperial shuttle to go alongside this beautiful Star Destroyer.